I will just be driving around or walking through a city area and just looking at things going, I could build that, I could build that, I could build that. I think with Lego, it's neat to be able to go, oh, I have this idea for this thing, I want to build it and see what it looks like. The Texas State Capitol is sort of the pinnacle of when you think of state capitol buildings. It's bigger than every other capitol building in the US. The dome is a Fabergé egg. It's very fragile. The uniqueness of the number of windows and the number of sections on it required a bit of funky engineering on the inside of it. It's not supported by much, but it holds up. The design is 100% mine, and that took a good long time, like a year, year and a half. 10 to 12 people helped build, and I probably built about 70% of it. I think the whole thing probably weighs close to 200 pounds.
Oh my God.
I have kids, and those are like the greatest things that my whole world is around, but doing something like this with your own hands is like, well, this is kind of right up there with it. You know, it's just a really good accomplishment to have stuck that out and built this from the ground up.
Oh, yeah. It's been pretty incredible watching the process. It's just the fear that I'm going to bump into it in the morning and it's going to all collapse. But what he frequently reminds me with Lego is that if it breaks, you can just put it back together.
Tomorrow is the big day where we move it to the visitor center, and I've got 4 people coming over with minivans and SUVs to help. I'm not an anxious person, but this really kept me up last night because this was very final. This is the last time I was going to see it, and if it was going to fall apart, there was no time to fix it. So everything has to go right. On the side, and I don't know where we'd be able to put the shim. Oh! All right. All right, let's get to building.
I love how yesterday we were just telling her, like, yeah, we haven't smoked a cigarette in 6 months, and now we're like...
We almost made it. So we were driving down 35. There was 4 vehicles, and each one had a slice of the Capitol, and we had the dome. And there was a school bus in front of us, and it's stop and go traffic, and they just stopped suddenly, and we stopped, and the whole thing slid and just crumbled in the back of the Suburban. The dome was such a personal thing. Like, I was the only one who worked on it. I built it like in 1 week, so the fact that it completely shattered on the way here was really heartbreaking. And I did not handle it well.
He spent 2 years of his life on this. And a lot of people have been putting a lot of work into this, and this is supposed to be their day.
You're gonna put it on the statue, wherever the statue is.
I feel like you should put it on the statue.
I have friends from the lug here who are helping get it all put together. Another piece fell apart too, so it's like an operating table up there. And luckily, if you get one sliver of it finished, you can just mirror that all the way around it. We've got a really good handle on it, but to have this kind of catastrophe happen was a little much. I was not anticipating a complete failure.
Maybe this happening is going to make it that much more...
A little sweeter.
A little sweeter, yeah.
Yeah. My hope is people see that there are other people out there who build Lego to this extent. That it moves past the it's just a kid's toy to look at what you can do with this.